do not know if anybody is here. I do not know if anybody is here. How many times does InDesign need to be updated? Oh no. Oh no.
To go.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Chris.
Hours for tomorrow.
Where was the road? the road. Gosh dang it.
What are you? What?
Hey, John.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm playing a game called Afterlife.
Oh, what? Afterlife?
Yeah, have you heard of it?
Okay, no, I'm thinking of Second Life.
No. Completely different.
So it's SimCity that you make your own hell.
And heaven. You're in charge of heaven and hell.
Okay. Yeah, why? I mean, why pay for two urban planners, right? That's just common sense.
All I know how to do is place zoning areas. I don't know how to get souls into my domain. I'll go ahead and quit.
You haven't played anything else, right?
Another listener, but
Well, yeah.
Hi, Chris and Chris's wife.
Okay. I'm back.
Hi, Alex.
So Chris popped in a little bit ago. He was on for like all of 10 seconds and he just gaped his mouth at the screen like that and then signed off really quickly.
Okay.
It was kind of funny.
Basically, Chris is being Chris, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I tweeted this link out there because I knew you would be late, so I figured.
No, you go. You?
Excuse you.
Why?
The polite thing to do.
Oh, sorry. We should go back and oh, jeez! I just opened up YouTube and I'm burping. That's just unfortunate. I'll start recording because the last time I really didn't have enough extra material.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There goes Chris again. How many times is he going to drop off tonight?
It's Chris. By the way, I'm totally not watching hockey. Well, while doing this, just make sure.
My assumption is that Canadians are watching hockey all the time, even when it's not hockey season.
That is totally accurate. Like I started listening to talk radio a bit more, just keep more informed, have some things to discuss at work when I come in.
Mm-hmm.
And like the sports radios are like even off season 50% hockey.
Even off season.
Like,
well,
there was one big trade before the end of the season, and
mm-hmm.
people just kept talking about it for like months.
I'm not a fan of the sport, but Chris to drop off counter. But where I used to live, the part of the country I used to live in, they did similar things with football. Like if it wasn't football season, it was who's going to be picked for the draft this season.
But you're originally from Wisconsin, right? No.
No, I used to live in the
region. No.
I lived in Wisconsin for a year, but
okay.
I lived in the South. I've got a toy keyboard, just so you know.
Cool. Professional. Well, I've always been kind of big on sports.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked hockey at one point, and I just kind of dropped off. But listening to it this year, I don't know, it's fun.
I kind of like baseball.
Baseball's horrible to watch, though.
I wouldn't call myself a fan.
I played baseball for the better part of my life, probably 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still freaking boring to watch. People tell me, "Oh, I'll come see you when you're in the playoffs or something." I'm like, "No, don't. You have better stuff to do with your time. Go do something productive for society. Don't come and watch me scratch my balls."
Them sound effects, though. That's a cymbal crash, Ali.
Every time Chris drops off, you're gonna do that.
Yeah. Allie, do you have to watch your kids in sports? Your high school kids? I guess that's what you're talking about. The high school football games.
Oh yeah, you have to watch your own football high school game.
Your own football.
I said, continuing to think that I didn't watch a single college football game. Huh.
Oh.
In 4 years and a half.
Oh, my girlfriend went to Purdue and did the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, happens.
She works at the games. You teach English at the football games?
She supports the games.
Yeah, but she said she works at the games.
Yeah, but she supports them.
I wonder if that means she teaches English to the guys with concussions on the side of the field.
She supports the game and she works at them, so I'm pretty sure she's like the water girl or something.
Oh, the water girl.
That sometimes like goes on field and rams people from the defensive line. Or maybe I'm thinking of that Adam Sandler film. Maybe. I don't know.
I was a water boy.
She's not a water boy, is she?
Yeah, she teaches the kids during the games. Well, how long until we just do a Chrisless episode?
He'll be here. Have faith.
But you gotta have faith. I don't know how that song goes at all.
No, me neither.
I can. She's not the water girl. Drama cleans the stadium after games to earn money for the program.
That's good. So you're basically a drama queen?
Hey man, you said it, not me.
It's just a pun.
Oh, life is a pun. She works at concessions.
See, she'll forgive me. She gives concessions all the time.
You beat me to the joke, man. You just beat me to it. I was gonna say she concedes, or I concede that.
Your joke was better. Oh, I am the assistant drama queen. So you're the one holding the fan?
So, yeah. Well, maybe I should fire up Afterlife again. Maybe not.
Maybe you should play let's see.
A little more easily digestible game. See, what do I have?
Hey, you know what? I'll start up Hearthstone if I have time.
You start what?
I'm gonna start Hearthstone if I have time for a game.
Okay.
Maybe not. I think I need like to update. Oh yeah, it's gonna download a huge update. Okay, forget it.
Here, I'll
Go
just
ahead.
here. Just play Commander Keen.
That's good.
Begin easy game. How do I play this game? Here we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the heck?
That's Commander Keen's Poochie.
Commander Keen's Poochie. Freaking me out, computer.
So, what are your thoughts on the new Japanese anime where little girls fight with their butts?
Oh,
I haven't heard of that one.
tell us more.
I really don't want to.
All right.
The fact that I'm
How do I use my pogo?
like is enough.
You're playing Commander Keen?
Yeah.
Hi, Chris.
I don't know how to use my pogo stick.
Shift.
Wrong.
I don't know. I
Okay, so-
haven't played that in forever.
Alt.
Are you
It's
a
alt.
casual hockey fan, or you watch all the games?
No,
Okay.
I have my phone tell me who wins things, but I don't pay attention.
Cool.
Okay, I'll get out of here.
You can jump on things with your pogo stick.
Not if the game's closed.
Well, that's DuckTales.
Woo,
Does that work every time? DuckTales?
woo.
Woo.
I guess it does.
Are you guys ready to do a thing?
Sure.
What's the thing? Is it a podcast?
Yeah.
Ready to cast some
Yeah,
pods?
Yeah, cast your pods to the wind.
Fine.
Hold on.
Chris, did you survive the hurricane? Yes. Good. Okay. Now we can't hear you. That's good.
Aren't we glad this is happening now? No, bring the counter back out, Allie. Bring it back out.
For people watching, it's Chris having technical problems, but for us, it was Tuesday.
No, there's no technical problems.
It's still Tuesday, though.
Is it? I guess it is. All right, it's Tuesday. I just needed to restart my Audacity because it wasn't picking up the blue snowball, so I need to do that. So we're good, though.
You haven't
I
fixed
hate
all
it
the
when things
balls
don't
and
pick up my
stuff.
blue snowball.
Yeah.
Okay, Alex, we're gonna need to stop making the same jokes tonight.
So is it snowing up in Canada yet?
No, it's not snowing. It's funny you ask because I actually asked people that live way up north, and they were telling me, "Well, we won't be able to do like this work before the ground freezes." And I'm like, "Come on, it's October. The ground's already frozen up there."
Is it like up in Nunavut? Is that where you're talking about?
No, it's lower than none of it. It's like
That's the only place up there I know about.
It's
The Yukon?
6, 8.
Yukon's the other side of the country.
It's a 10-hour drive north from Montreal.
Mm. So did you see, John, that
Northwest.
Canada sent like a thing to America saying how awesome we are?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Did you see that the Blue Jays fan were brawling after the last game,
Mm-mm.
like with each other? I think they said they apologized afterwards.
Of course they did. They're Canadian.
Did someone do the show notes?
No.
What's a show note?
It's that thing we pretend to look into.
Hmm.
But I mean, we're going to talk about Red Dead Redemption 2, right?
And
We're all excited for that.
yeah, we can talk about that. Sure.
No, I don't want to. Well, you guys can talk about it. I have nothing to say.
I'd have nothing to say either. I played Red Dead Revolver on PlayStation 2 and it was cool, but that I don't know. All right, you ready? What are we doing?
We're making a podcast. We're going to talk about things, and then we're going to talk about a game.
Cool.
All right.
Just follow my lead.
That game
You always
was
do.
great.
What game?
The game we're going to talk about.
Are you being sarcastic? I kind of liked it.
It was awesome.
All right.
I need notes because I'm going to bitch about another game.
You gonna bitch about it?
Not
Just
the
open
game.
up a file.
No. I mean, need my notes.
Oh, your notes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's clap when the time is right. Time's right.
What?
On my count.
Okay.
Hey, you said the time was right.
1, 2, 3. All right.
Okay.
That was awesome.
You're editing this one, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So make it really difficult. Like drop off 100 times.
No.
Okay.
Welcome to Rocket Pants.
Sorry. Okay. Sorry.
Oh
I just wanted to check if Ali had clapped too.
yeah, we're synced with our viewer. Welcome to Rocket Pants episode 4. I will be your host, returning for hosting duties. The host with the most toast. I am Alex, and with me tonight are John, Alex, and in the audience is Ali. Everybody give a warm applause. Give a warm round of applause for Ali.
Yeah. Alex is the toast, I'm the peanut butter, Chris is the jelly, and Ali is just the warm glass of milk next to it.
Oh,
Cold, warm.
I want to be like strawberry preserves, or maybe like orange marmalade. That'd be good.
Mm.
Yeah, but make sure you're like gluten free or something.
Okay.
Oh no, you're eating toast. That's really
You can have gluten-free bread made with rice flour,
And tapioca flour.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
good.
That's a thing.
or just air.
The milk was lactose free, by the way.
Lactate, yeah.
From a lactose-free cow.
Or soy milk.
Yeah, from a soy cow.
So you know what's the best thing to do? Okay, so do you like chocolate cereal?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, John, you won't like this maybe, but take some chocolate cereal, preferably chocolate Chex cereal, which is delicious anyway, and then mix it with, instead of regular milk, you can use coconut milk, and it tastes like you're eating an Almond Joy Mounds bar thing. It's delicious.
I don't really like coconut.
I don't really like almond joy.
I love
I love-
Almond Joys, and I love coconut.
I don't know what that is.
Almond joy. It's like a chocolate covered coconut candy.
You know what? While we're talking about food,
Mm-hmm.
I might taste chicken and waffles next month.
Oh yeah.
Because there's a restaurant posting it that I might go to.
Oh, cool.
So
I've had
been
chicken
thinking
and
about
waffles a
chicken and
couple
waffles
times.
a lot of times.
Yeah.
Because I don't see how it can be like a combination you can think of.
It's good. With syrup.
Yeah, just waffles are breakfast for me.
Chicken can be breakfast.
Chicken cannot be breakfast.
Yes, it can.
All
Chicken biscuits, man.
right. Yeah, and chicken fetuses. I mean
Chicken
eggs.
fits.
I mean eggs.
Yeah.
So, speaking of chicken fetuses, what have you guys been playing?
Who's starting this week?
You can.
I can't.
Yeah.
Unless Alex wants to.
Oh no. I went first last time, and that was my once a season go first.
All right. I've complained about Rayman a lot, and it's mostly because I've played the first Rayman on PlayStation. You guys know who Rayman is? Like,
Yeah.
Everybody
later
loves
to be
Rayman.
later to be pitted against the Raving Rabbids. That Rayman.
exactly.
He doesn't have any limbs. He just has floating hands and feet.
Yeah. So, starting off the first game is a PlayStation game by Ubisoft, like Ubisoft France. It's a 2D platformer.
Is this your game with notes?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a 2D platformer, so which is always interesting on these 32-bit consoles because it sounds pretty great and it looks pretty great. The mechanics are like just freaking crap, and by that I don't mean like that when you jump you don't jump well or the platforms are too far or anything. It's just difficult in a really 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 stupid way. So that's what I wanted to bitch about. So I'll give you
Did
guys
you think
some
Did you think it played slowly?
It kind of plays slowly and like
Like slower
Okay,
than a
I'll-
Super Nintendo game?
it kind of plays slowly like a Super Nintendo game, but there's a lot of detail, and I don't mind platformers that play slowly when they don't mix in stages that are made for like fast gameplay. For
Right.
example, there's an auto scroll stage that just doesn't work when you're moving this slow. It's all your timing is off. Because the basic principle of auto scrolling stages is that you just trust the stage and you go forward and you don't hesitate and you'll make it. Right? For this one, you have to stop at some points, which is just freaking stupid for an auto scrolling stage. Like it makes you think every jump you make. So there's that. You have these, like any other game, you have these coins you collect that when you collect 100, you get an extra life. But every time you die, they reset. And every time you finish a stage, they reset. So imagine like Mario 64 collecting 100 coins to get a star, but like every stage.
You know what other game does that is Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, but Banjo-Kazooie, like the notes you get, they don't give you life, right? Or are you talking about something else?
No, I just meant the music notes.
Yeah,
if you
the music
die,
notes, they're collectibles.
If you die, then your score resets. So, anyways,
no, it doesn't.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
No, because they're collectible.
You played the 360 version. They reset on the 64.
Oh, okay. Well, that's stupid. So the other thing, since it's on PlayStation, the game saves. Like there's a save file, but there's also continues. So when you save with the number of continues you have. So at one point, you're going to save with 0 continues.
No.
And when you finish, you just reload your save. So it's kind of stupidest thing. Like, give me continues or give me save files. Don't combine the both. And the stages are super long. Like, there's a couple of stages one after the other. And once you start the game with basically you can't do anything, you can't even punch. So you complete a couple of stages. At the end of that stage, you unlock the punch. So you have to go back to that stage and open the areas you couldn't open before to get the collectibles, which is, I guess, kind of normal. Never really in a platformer, and this game does it. The problem is, like, if the first stage is like 1.1 to 1.5, and your collectibles at 1.3, you're saying, okay, I got it. Now I can go, like, I can finish this and go somewhere else and do the other stage. But you can't leave that stage unless you complete it. So every time you go back to get a collectible, you have to play through the entire thing again. So
you have to go to the finish line.
Yeah, well, you have to go to multiple finish lines. It's not even like finish that section and exit. It's just finish the whole thing.
Right.
So another thing, there are enemies. The first enemies you meet, like the Goomba equivalent, it's basically like you're playing a platformer against a group of odd jobs in GoldenEye. Like, they're too small for you to punch, but you can't beat them. But they're like too small, so it kind of doesn't make sense because you can't just turn around and hit them. So you just have to avoid them when you can. But they put these freaking enemies like everywhere on platforms that are like really, really, really narrow. So
how many NES games did that? Quite a few, probably.
Probably a few, yeah. But the thing is, with NES games, when you go forward and the stage moves, the enemies, like, they move when they appear on screen. But since the PlayStation has more memory, the enemies move when they're off screen. So when you're playing an NES game and you say, okay, after this section, when you learn the game by heart, because when it's too difficult, that's what you have to do. You say, okay, after this section, I time my jump this way, and then I wait a second, I move again, I wait a second, I jump. Like, you can learn that section by heart. But Rayman, since the enemies move off screen, when you arrive to the screen, they're never at the same place. So you can't really time your jumps properly. And there are other stupid things like recoil damage on a platform. When you hit an enemy, you jump back like Castlevania style. and you're next to like pits that give you insta death. So
Yeah. Did that kind of stuff get fixed in like future Rayman games? Have you just played the one on the PlayStation, or did you try the ones
the
on like
Rayman
the Wii and
Origins
stuff?
games on 360, on any platform, like Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends, are freaking fantastic.
Yeah.
Like everything in that is fixed, and the ironic thing is that these games have been praised for not having extra lives and continues. Like you die, you just start back like 4 seconds after. And the thing I like the most about the Rayman Origin games were the auto scroll stages because they were so fluid. They felt like a mix between Sonic and Donkey Kong. Like, they're pretty amazing. Like
Yeah,
I think that's
Rayman
why I
Origins
was
is awesome.
way more pissed like at this one in particular because the other one is just so good. But like I always said, the nostalgia is something that can be measured, and I really don't have a hard time feeling like this game could be nostalgic to people. Like not people finding it great, but finding it good because it looks good, it sounds good, and it's charming enough for people to appeal to kids. So, and kids
Yeah.
really don't realize the unfairness of the game. So, but it's crap, and I'm not touching it again, never. So, you guys bring some
I
positive
should.
into it.
I should play Rayman at some point. I've played the Raving Rabbids one. That one was fun, but it's not the same, obviously.
You really should play the Origins one.
Yeah.
It's really great. Like it's a
Yes.
top 10 platformer of all time, easily. Like
Right after Yoshi's Story or Yoshi's Island.
Yep. Right after. So Chris, what have you been doing?
Like a step up from nothing, just a tiny step up from nothing. I've been super slammed, so I haven't really had much time. I played a lot of the game that we're going to talk about later. That actually I spent more time with it than I thought I would. But I've been playing more Thomas Was Alone because I didn't finish it when we talked about it last. So that says something that even though I'm not required to play it anymore, I still am going back to it. So the narrator's voice changes when you that's kind of a spoiler, I guess, but sorry. So the narrator's voice changes when you become the one that can double jump
It doesn't.
because she's a super.
Yeah. Well, that section
It's
is pretty
good.
great because she's really obnoxious.
Yeah.
So
And
I
then
like
like
that.
he goes into that portal and you see the internet and it's like all the images that are flowing and stuff like that. It's really well done.
Yeah.
So I think I'm in like the 7s. I'm in like 7.4 or 7.5. So I think it only has 10 main levels with like
Yep.
10 stages in each one. So I'm pretty close.
So you reach the internet.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm connected. Thomas is connected to the internet.
So that's like where the kind of serious child story starts. Like they
Yeah.
touch kind of serious, not serious subject, but the way they move, it's like it becomes a real story instead of just like quirky characters. So
Cool.
That's awesome.
I like stuff that does that. Yeah, but that's really it. That's not it because obviously I played a lot of Overwatch.
Did you get some great loots?
I did
For the
because
Ultimate
there's a Halloween update that just came out recently, and I got a couple of the cool Halloween skins. And there's a special Halloween mode, like a Halloween brawl, kind of like how Hearthstone has the weekly tavern brawls. Well, Overwatch has the same thing. They're just not really all that great usually. But this one, it's a completely new game mode, and they have new voice acting, and it's really high quality and well done. But it's basically like if you played Horde mode in Gears of War or like zombie mode in Call of Duty where waves of enemies are just coming at you and you have to like protect a thing. So it's cool.
Honestly, I was thinking about it this week, like with the hype that this Halloween DLC brought, and it's hard to argue that Overwatch isn't the game of the year. I mean, we talk about Pokemon being a game of the summer, Pokemon Go, but it kind of died down. But Overwatch started
Yeah.
really early this year and just never let go.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. And they are a little slower than some other companies when it comes to pushing out like the DLC and stuff, but all the DLC is free for the most part,
Yeah.
like 99%, and it's all really high quality, like all the skins and stuff you can get. You don't have to spend money on the game unless you want to. You can get everything without spending anything, so
And
that's
the
always
fandom
nice.
is like really, really cool. Like all the arts that's done, the stories, the people revolving around it, and it's way
Right.
more tolerable than like what the Undertale fandom became and stuff like that. So,
The Overwatch stuff too is pretty like diverse and inclusive and
yeah.
kind of accepting. So I like that stuff. Yeah, I this is also news. Okay, so stop the presses. Okay, are they stopped? I uninstalled Pokemon Go.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
think I walked like 0.5 miles in the last 3 weeks with it.
I mean, I'm walking just as much as I did. It's just I'm not doing it with my phone in front of my face and swiping at it like a silly person. But yeah, I uninstalled it and I don't even know. I left the Facebook group for my area that has like Pokemon Go tips and stuff because it was just becoming spam at this point because I don't really play anymore. And I uninstalled it. I might reinstall it at some point, but for now it's not on my phone. So if I had a tombstone, it would say like Chris Swartz, Pokemon Go, June of 2016 to October 2016.
Yep. Lasted longer than Mitomo, I guess.
Well, yeah.
Well, how long is Super Mario Run? Is that the name of it? How long is that going to last?
Is that out yet?
I think
No.
by the time you finish your hamburger, you're gonna be done with it.
Well, I was watching a video of it. I don't know if you guys watched the video. It was like Mario does a lot of things on his own. He runs, he jumps, he even stomps enemies on his own. So I'm like, what
That's like
do you do?
You just
that's an endless
watch.
runner.
It's
Yeah,
it's
but
actually just watching a video.
But it's gonna be like a really great endless runner, like what Nintendo
Said no one
usually makes.
ever. Great
No,
endless runner.
So, I mean, it's
No,
gonna be a cut above like the free game you get when your Chrome can't
That's
connect to
true.
the internet. So, I do want more. But like, it's clear. I say the hamburger thing because the way Miyamoto was interviewed, like, it's clear he doesn't have a lot of respect for these. So,
No, that's not the. I mean, they don't need to be coming up with endless runners. If Nintendo wants to get into mobile, they just need to like take their old properties and make new like I don't know, re-release like Zelda, Ocarina of Time or something for the phone for mobile or something. Maybe not Ocarina of Time because it's 3D.
no,
and that'd be harder.
they won't do it.
Right.
They're just gonna sell like tons of NES minis. So
yeah. And the Xbox Mini.
oh yeah, the Nintendo emulator for Xbox.
No, I mean the exclusive Xbox Mini we had.
Oh, the Rocket Pants Xbox Mini.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
We're gonna sell a lot of those.
So
Yep.
Alex, what have you
Yes.
been playing?
Well, funny you should ask. Besides the review game, I didn't play a whole lot.
You were playing something before we started.
Oh yeah, to kill the time before the podcast recorded, I fired up a game I bought in the last 2 weeks, which is Afterlife, and is best described as SimCity in which you control heaven and hell.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sounds neat.
I played for all of 5 minutes on that game, and
Dedication.
hey man, I got things to do. I mean, if you want to get really nitty gritty, I played Unblock Me as well, the phone game. You know,
And Commander Keen. I saw you
and
playing that for a second.
Commander Keen. Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. I got an email from Humble Bundle saying that Stardew Valley was on sale or something, but it was a really misleading email because if you signed up for their subscription service, you could get the game Stardew Valley. But I didn't want to subscribe to their Humble Bumble, the monthly subscription service. I was hoping it was part of the package, so I did not buy nor play Stardew Valley.
I have a lot of friends at work actually that play Stardew Valley, and everybody really likes it. So
Yeah. Do you know what it is, John?
I know what it is.
Okay.
so it's like Harvest Moon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna play Mystic Messenger before I play our Stardew Valley.
What is it?
Mystic Messenger?
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Okay, I saw a couple of mostly women talking about it on Twitter. It's I think it's a mobile dating game on your phone.
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't really think I'm gonna play it for real, but I did play the Choose Your Own Adventure Mean Girls game for phone
What?
this summer.
Mean Girls?
Yeah, Mean Girls. That's why it was pretty fetch.
Oh, stop trying to make fetch happen.
No, it was cool to
boy.
be honest. It was kind of cool. It's like a cult movie for
I-
people like our age, kind of. For mostly like my girlfriend, but like I watched it with her a lot of time. And it's kind of a funny movie, anyway. So
No, yeah, Mean Girls is hilarious.
I am streets behind.
Hey guys, so do you remember how bad Android phones were back in the day?
they
Yeah.
didn't explode.
Well, yeah, I guess they didn't explode. That was a good thing. But I tried to install a game that was built, I guess, for really early Android devices, and it's terrible. And it's called Nation States, and it's like a democracy diplomacy simulator. You get to like have like diplomatic relations with different countries and things like that, but it's so bad. Like I can't even figure it out. Like you just turn it on and it's just a whole bunch of text boxes where you're supposed to type things, but it doesn't really tell you what to type or where. And so I'm really bummed. So if anybody knows, this is going out to the world, if anybody knows of any good democracy simulators outside of like Civilization games and Tropico, let me know.
I'm searching for it and I end up on like some kind of web page that looks like a nation's fantasy league hockey stuff or something.
Is that what it is? Maybe it's like fantasy league hockey for different countries. Fantasy
So
league countries.
you want something more like Civilization and less like Risk, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
I'm
want to
really
fight.
rooting for that like Commonwealth of Tierra del Queso.
What is
Yeah,
what
I
is,
hope they do it.
what is Tropico?
Tropico is actually kind of cool. You play as a dictator of like a Cuba-style nation,
Oh yeah.
and you have to like woo people and suppress, the free speech and stuff like that.
I've got to download that. I got it for free a couple weeks ago on humble.com or humblebundle.com.
Yeah. Tom Hall actually likes Tropico and says it's pretty great. But yeah, I think it's funny that you can like squash dissent and, suppress free speech and stuff like that.
You mean censor gamers or like real free speech?
Real free speech.
Okay. I get them confused sometimes lately.
Also, guys, I was in Goodwill yesterday. I know this is kind of weird and off topic, but I was in Goodwill, and there were so many video game related things that I could have purchased. There was a first generation Sega Genesis with the big fat 3-button controller, which is my favorite one. There was also a Dreamcast with a controller, and the VMU was in the controller, which is not very common, or you don't see those as much. And they had an Intellivision, like the old school one with like the the remote that has the buttons on it that looks like a telephone.
Mhm.
So,
Holy cow!
And you did
I need
not
to come
pick
to
them up
Florida.
because-
I didn't buy any of it because I don't know. Usually, when I'm in a Goodwill or something, everything will be really cheap. You know, that's how it works. You buy things very, very inexpensively.
No, man, they know what the demand is.
They
Yeah.
know what thing
They
it's.
checked
I
eBay
feel
this
like
morning.
they went to like eBay or to VGPC or whatever, and they know because that Dreamcast was list. They wanted $43 for it, which is exactly what it would have cost if I were to buy one on eBay.
I got mine for like $10 at a thrift store.
Yeah. So
But it
real
didn't come with
thrift stores,
cords.
maybe. Yeah. Yeah, this one had a controller and the VMU, and I think it had a power cord, but no video cord.
And mine, sorry, not to hijack anything, but mine, the previous owner dumped like some kind of cleaner or some kind of smelly, like, you know, those.
Jeez, Alex, stop boasting.
No, no, shut up. You know those things you plug in, like the Glade plugins that are just like
Yeah.
liquid scent.
Yeah.
Whoever owned this before me, like dumped that inside the
You can't
Dreamcast.
smell it.
But you can see the ring around it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Okay, I'm gonna be the
Yes.
one boasting, but my Dreamcast is like the transparent blue one.
oh
Ooh.
That's pretty cool. But the
Yeah.
logo was chipped off, so I'm kind of pissed about that.
yeah. So, anyways, it
Dreamcast
works.
is good.
It works.
One more tangent while we're talking about Dreamcast. So John
I like
before we-
tangerines.
Tangerines. Get off the stage. So before we started recording, John was referencing risque anime like he is prone to do. And it made me think about an anime that I saw on Kotaku or something yesterday or today. And apparently there's a series of Sega anime characters. Have you seen this? There's
No.
like a Sega Genesis anime girl and a Sega Dreamcast anime character, and they all have like controller hair and stuff like that. You should look it up. It's really goofy, and they're called like Sega Hard Girls or something like that.
What?
Yeah, it's right up your alley.
It's not up my alley.
No, Allie's in the audience
Yeah.
watching us.
Jeez, I need to find that game. Okay.
Have you guys ever seen or heard of Segata for the Sega Saturn? It's not a game. He's a mascot that they had. Segata Sanshiro. He was their
Oh,
mascot.
Yeah, he's in the what are they called? The Project X Zone games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was in a series of commercials, Chris, for the Sega
No, I
Sega Saturn, and he's just this guy that goes around like training in kung fu.
I'm looking at him. He looks
Try-
amazing.
He gets people to play Sega Saturn, and the very last commercial, right before the launch of the Dreamcast, he takes a nuclear missile and launches it into space and sacrifices himself. It's
Oh my
it's pretty
gosh.
awesome. Yeah.
I'm looking at a picture of him now, and he's got like a white like gi like martial arts uniform. He's holding a Sega Saturn. The controller is somehow not falling off of the system how he's holding it, and then it just says, "You must play Sega Saturn. You must play Sega Saturn."
Yep.
I love this guy.
Yep. He's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and the
Um,
Sega Saturn had like the coolest controller because look at that thing. It looks pretty BA.
It was just a 6-button Genesis commercial or controller, right?
No, it had different color buttons, and it's like more angular and just looks, and it's bigger. It's not teeny tiny like the Sega Genesis one.
Oh, okay.
I have the 360, I think, Sega Saturn controller. I also have the light gun, but it doesn't work and pisses me off because I think I have Virtual Cop.
Does it not work, or is it just because the TV is like a flat screen and not an old CRT?
No, it just doesn't work.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure. I had a what's the cathodic TV?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we got to take a music break. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes,
Yep.
audience.
See, music break.
All right.
I'm gonna watch the trailer for that butt fighting thing.
Bot fighting?
But
Butt fighting. Oh, okay. Dude, this Segata, whatever, Senshiro, he looks amazing. He's going to be like my best friend.
People are fucked.
They are.
It's a thing that exists and people support. I can't believe. Hey, great. I'm still hungry.
Hi, hungry. I'm Dad.
Hi, Dad. So what happened to
how did they have this in 1080p 60? Wow.
What? The Sega thing?
What is going on?
Where he beats up the kids?
Oh.
I'll watch that instead.
Okay, so why did the Sega Saturn was a console or was a disc-based, like
Yeah.
a CD-ROM disc-based system, right?
Yeah.
Why does it have the Genesis-looking thing on the back of it? What's that for?
That is for extra memory.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Because it looks like you could just slide a Genesis a cartridge in there or something.
Nope, it's for memory cartridges. I'm going to get some water, guys. I'll be back.
All right. Ugh.
Okay. Hello.
Hi. I was having some allergy issues earlier, and so I took some Benadryl, and I am so tired. So I'm sorry if I'm dragging things out or being weird.
It's okay. You guys ready to come back?
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right. That was a song. And now on to the review. Self, what game were we playing? What game did we play this week? We played
this Disco Inferno.
Dante's Inferno.
Little Inferno.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
And despite me picking the game, I don't know much about it outside of the title.
Was it a review or a peer pressure? It was more of a review than a peer pressure.
Yeah,
right?
it was a POV review. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a mobile-only game, right? Did they have that on other platforms?
False.
I
It's
hope
a
not.
computer game as well. I played it on
Oh, is
computer.
it?
Yeah.
It's a computer game?
Neat.
Real? Okay.
Yeah.
So it really is like World of Goo. World of Goo is fun. I miss World of Goo.
So,
So-
how far did you get, Alex? What'd you think?
I got a little bored with it, to be honest.
Oh,
But no pun intended. I just kind of burned through the game.
Oh,
I, I looked up the combo list and I was like, okay, I gotta do this, gotta do this, gotta do this.
maybe we can like explain a bit what the game is.
Oh, right. For those of you who have never played the game, you are the new owner of a Little Inferno home fireplace, and your only goal in life is to buy things and burn them. So you order things from a little catalog, and then you burn them in your little Inferno. And while you do this, a little girl writes you messages and befriends you, and you learn a little bit of the outside world through letters as well. And if you slowly learn, if you combine things together, then you'll get the game's achievement points, which is really the only sort of progress you have is this giant checklist of combos.
Well, at one point you need to buy catalogs to get more stuff to burn, and the only
Yeah,
way
there's-
to get more catalogs is to complete your combos. And the combos
Yeah.
are usually really bad puns. So I mean,
Yeah.
if this wasn't done before, it probably would be the game that Nintendo Legend would develop. I'm not sure that's a compliment.
so it's not necessarily a game as much as it is like a microtransaction simulator.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
So
there's a little bit of puzzle solving with like, okay,
A
this
little.
is called the Seafarer combo. So, oh, it must be the pirate and the ship. Okay, I get it.
Mm,
yeah, that was
thing
oddly
is-
satisfying.
yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
At first, I didn't really like the combos, and I was going to try to progress through the game without doing the combos because I just wanted to get to the end. But then after a while, where you have to start going back, like, oh, I know that this bear and this, old lady or whatever, they're in two different catalogs, but they still are part of the same combo. So it was kind of neat.
It's just way too long. It drags on for so long.
It does.
Like when you don't have any coins, it drags on for so long. And there are some.
That's why you just buy a raccoon and burn it.
You buy someone else's credit card.
Yeah.
That one was good because it would always turn into like a whole bunch of money.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I liked it. I finished it. I don't usually finish games, especially like mobile games. And I like that there was a story, I guess. So
it's like for the price, I guess there's enough there with the story and the item descriptions and
Mhm.
the interaction of these items.
Yeah.
But I mean, like apart from that, there's not much there.
I
So-
gotta say, go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask you, Alex. Me and John finished the game. How far did you get? Like, how many catalogs did you get?
I think I got 3 or 4. I got about 50 of the combos,
Okay.
but I gotta say,
I want to talk about spoilers, but I'm going to wait.
well,
I don't know. If
let me say this real quick. Just playing through with the combo spoiler, a combo guide, it completely ruins the game. Like if you play like Zelda with a walkthrough, you at least to get the atmosphere, the story, the gameplay, whatever. But this, like, there's nothing else to drive the game besides figuring out what the combos are.
Yeah.
As far as gameplay goes.
Because the letters
So-
are way too far apart, and they don't really bring much.
Yeah.
So
Until you get towards the end, then it does pick up a little bit.
it picks up a little bit. What you can do after the end is kind of interesting.
Okay,
One
so let's
thing-
go into spoiler territory. Just go ahead. Boom.
Okay, so the first thing I want to say is, John, when Sugar Plumps, and this is okay, so we're in heavy spoiler territory, so just so everybody knows, when Sugar Plumps, which is the neighbor who sends letters, when she comes back and asks for the sunglasses and then says, okay, now it's time for you to burn your house down, Did you remember all of the items or like the 4 items
I looked
that
them
you
up.
needed? I had to look them
remember,
up
like 3 out
too.
of 4.
I couldn't remember. I didn't realize. I couldn't get the fireflies.
Oh, you mean the items that you gave
I
her?
missed the fireflies too.
Yeah. You have to give her those items, and then at the very end, she tells you to burn down your house, and you have to like come up with the combo of all of the items that you gave her.
Right, because it doesn't tell you what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh man, I burned all those letters. I don't remember.
She's obviously like using the walkthrough. And like the UGG coupon you get at the beginning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're supposed to keep it.
Yep.
So did you try to burn anything down before realizing that you needed to have those special items? Like, did you go for things
No,
that
it
would
was
cause the
pretty
biggest
obvious.
fire?
No, it was pretty.
Okay, it wasn't to me. It wasn't to me. And so what I tried to do is when she said it's time to burn your house down, I went and I got all the mini nukes,
Yeah.
and
the
I
sun and
stacked
the moon.
up. I stacked up 30 mini nukes because I had that much gold. I had like 999 gold, and so then I stacked up all the mini nukes and I set them all off at the same time, and it like almost crashed the app on my phone. Yeah, and then I got a letter from her like immediately after saying to do those items or whatever.
Yeah.
But one thing that is really cool, Alex, that is worth playing through to the end maybe is
Okay.
that you actually leave and the game is more than just sitting in front of the fireplace. Like you actually see your little avatar and you can walk around and interact with people in the streets.
And that
Is
could
that
have
first
been a cutscene, to be
person?
honest.
It's like a
Yeah,
third person thing,
third
yeah.
person.
Okay. What
It's
did you
like
say, John?
It's like a point and click game afterwards.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
like point and clicking, which is being just with dialogue options.
Yeah.
So you basically like learn more about people around you, or go to the ending. So there's not really much to do, and basically like since we're I don't want to go into too many anyway. They're not that interesting of a spoiler to actually spoil it. So one thing though I'll say is I'm kind of like it's becoming more of a trope, being like the that every apocalyptic world, every like dystopia gets this 50s feel, or like this vintage 50s, 60s, 70s feel to it. Like it happens a lot. It's in Fallout. It's in this. Like it's time to move on to something else. And I'm pretty sure like 20 years from now, it's going to be people looking back to particularly 2016 for many reasons. Still, like it's time to move on to something else.
Yeah, you're definitely
It's
right. It
cool
kind of
being
reminded me
50s
of
videos, but like, come on, just think
it
of
was
something else.
definitely like Fallout and BioShock and stuff like
It's
that.
exactly the same ambience, the same setting.
I liked the music. I thought the music was really good.
The music was good.
If you like that kind of happy-go-lucky old like retro style of music.
Like it doesn't
So
burn you out. Like, and making the pun again. It's not tiring as much as like doing the same thing over and over again in something like Flappy Bird or stuff like that, because it looks nice and there's music and there's enough going on to keep some kind of interest, but it's really a time waster more than anything.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not gonna go back to it, like never. It's already off my phone.
Yeah, it's already I beat it and then I uninstalled it
Right after Pokemon Go.
right after Pokemon Go.
So, what did you guys think about the physics of the items? I thought those were pretty neat.
Yeah. Each item does something different. Like they have different little things that they do. Like the oil ship was my favorite.
I like
I don't know if you
the
got that
galaxies, the little tiny galaxies,
Those are cool.
and the moon that cause everything to orbit around it.
Yeah. And at the
Like, they were
end, you
cool.
get a sun, which is the same thing as the moon, but it just lights everything on fire too.
Nice.
Like these kind of animations are a step down from Worms. Not a step down, but like in Worms you actually use them. So, and the actual puzzle thing is a step down from World of Goo. So,
Is it the same creator or studio as World of Goo?
It's the same creator, and the aesthetics are pretty similar.
Yeah, I have World of Goo. I just don't play it.
So
That's not
this
good.
might be obscure, but the art style reminded me a lot of. Did you guys way back in the day, like E-Bombs World level back in the day? Do you remember Salad Fingers?
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So this
Salad
game, the art
Fingers-
style looks a lot like Salad Fingers.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Not necessarily a
Maybe
bad
green
thing.
light.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched more of Cyclops than Salad Fingers. It's the same guy.
Yeah. But it had that kind of like macabre, dark aesthetic to it, which is neat.
Macabre is an
Yeah.
English word? Huh. I
Did
didn't
I
know
use
that,
it in
that
that
word existed
context?
in English. So
Yeah,
we
we
say that.
just butcher the French. Macabre.
Yeah, I can't. Macabre.
I already mentioned that. Like, I'm subscribed to the dictionary.com email every day to like learn a new word, and like half of them are French words.
I already know these words.
Yeah, like I've used that word. It's just a fancy word in English, but it's a French word. Come on.
Side note about English is a lot of words, like most of our words have foreign origins. I'd say
Yeah,
a
probably.
lot.
hmm
99.
Like French fries.
Echoes.
French fries and French toast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're just
we call
a
French toast golden bread, and you should call that because it's really like it's really the best name for it. It's golden bread.
Golden bread.
I think the French call it lost bread, though. We call it golden bread.
golden.
Lost bread makes no sense.
No,
But yeah.
loss. I think.
Yeah,
I don't
lost
know.
bread.
Anyways,
Lost.
Yeah.
No.
Mm.
Yeah, so Little Inferno was good. John, did you go straight to the ending or did you stop and talk to everybody?
I stopped and talked to everybody. Geez, I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna at least try to encourage there's something else to do than talk to people.
Could you go to the beach? Like Sugar Plum said that she was at the beach. I didn't go
No.
to the beach. Is that a thing
There
you
was
can
no
do?
beach. It's
Okay.
super linear, so like there's nothing else to do. You just move forward. It could have been a cutscene. That's what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
really could have been a cutscene. Like
Yeah.
there was no need to make me move around if you're just not gonna let me move around.
Yeah, I think they basically wanted to make just a time waster game, and then they were like, "Yeah, let's throw this in at the end to make them feel like they achieved something."
Ali is teaching me English in the chat. It's pretty fun.
She's an English teacher.
Yeah. Kind of makes me forget that she wanted to burn things.
so final recommendation on the game on Little Inferno.
Forget it.
No, play it. It's fun.
Forget it. There's a ton of better mobile games out there. Just
Okay.
watch a video, say, "Oh, that's cool," and move on.
I'd say try if curious.
I'd say buy it.
Huh. This is our first 3-opinion game. I'm surprised it's taken us this long.
Yeah, I'm a definite buy because even though I uninstalled it, I put in about 3 hours.
Was that
into
just for
game.
the space to uninstall it?
No, I think it's because I probably just won't revisit it because I burned all the items and I got all the combos that I care to get, and I just don't really see myself going back to it. But I mean, it was good. I spent 3 hours playing a mobile game, which I feel is a lot of time for a mobile game.
True.
I just
It's a
honestly, it's like on the top of my head, I can name like 5 games I spent and enjoy more time with. On
All right,
mobile.
then spontaneous top 5 better games than Little Inferno.
Colors End, Future Rocket, Sorcery, Monument Valley, like
Oh yeah,
Pokemon
Yeah.
Go, the actual Mean Girls thing. I think I had more fun with that, even though like every 3 seconds there were like ads. Grim Fandango remastered.
Oh, come on, that's not fair. That was a PC game first.
The Stick it to the man. Stick on whatever that game is. A couple of these.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll say this: it's better than like the crappy Kemco RPG I played. But it's not like I can laugh at it worse. But at least my time is better invested. So
Yeah, my default time waster is still going to be Alto's Adventure, where you snowboard down the mountain. So this does not replace that, but
Okay.
I'd still buy it.
Hearthstone, Trivia Crack.
Okay, you made your point, John.
Okay, I'll stop. Sorry.
Fruit Ninja.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear they're making a Candy Crush TV show?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gonna release before or after the Tetris movie?
Aha. Hopefully it will release never.
Did
Okay,
you
guys.
see the movie or no? No. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, let's final. Where can we find you? We
Final, where can we find you?
yeah. Where's your final resting place? Where can we find you guys on the interstate?
Next to Chris's Pokemon Graveyard.
Where can we find you on the interstate? Oh my.
On the interstate.
I can
Where
find
can we
you
find you on-
15, which is the 87.
Where can we find you on the
I-4.
interwebs?
You can find me at BigJonathan91 on Twitter. And that's about it.
And you can find me at Chris A. Swartz. You can also find me underneath that rock over there.
You can find my personal Twitter handle at ChronoSlinger. I occasionally tweet words. You can also find us as a collective at Rocket Pants Cast and check out our website, rocket-pants.com, or send us an email to the email we don't check at rocketpantspodcast@gmail.com.
He's lying. I check
And
it all the time. We just never have
recommend us
anything
to your
good.
friends. You can recommend us to your friends, and like when you do, just be sure to use your work email and CC the whole company.
Yes. CC everyone.
Yep.
Always use reply all.
Always.
Always. Okay, this is Team Rocket Pants blasting off.
Yay!
Did we make it through the entire episode without talking about Red Dead Redemption 2?
Oh,
We
geez,
did.
I knew we forgot about something.
Ah.
So again today, like the receptionist emailed everyone in the office saying, "I found this bill. I don't know who it belongs to," and someone had the decency to reply all and say, "It's not mine."
What?
Yeah, we were building a team to go beat him up, so he doesn't do that again.
Count me in. I'm flying up.
Ah, jeez.
Hey guys, two things real quick. I know you got to go probably. Look at that. Whoa. What game are we going to play next time? For next time.
So you guys picked. I want to pick, but the one I want to play, I don't think you guys have. Or you might have because you have Dreamcasts. I don't know.
What is it? Is it typing in a
I want to play... whoa, that one's always fun. No, but I was thinking Jet Grind
I
Radio.
do have Red Check Grind Radio.
Jeez, do I?
You can say no, that one's obscure.
No, it's not obscure. I think I have it. I'm not sure. I don't have it for the Dreamcast, that's for sure.
I've got it for PC. I got it in a Humble Bundle at one point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have it in Humble Bundle 1.2.
Hang on a second. Do I have that game? Oh, Steam is up. Good.
Well, let's check and we'll come back to you, I guess.
Okay. Cool.
The other thing is our hosting is up on SoundCloud on the 31st.
Okay.
So I'm looking into alternatives
Okay.
When's the,
because I know I have the dinero.
okay.
Yeah. There, you can do it on the Internet Archive for free.
Yeah, I know that. It seems really cumbersome.
What's the
Yeah.
price for the year?
I don't remember. I guess I could have looked that up.
Look that up and like maybe. I mean, my overtime money is gonna be needed for something, right?
Hey, I have Jet Set Radio. Is that it? Jet Set Radio?
Sure, probably. It has like 3 names.
Well, there's Jet Set and Jet Grind. One's for the Dreamcast, one's for the Xbox.
Do the one you have. I have Jet Set Radio, I think. I don't know.
You know it's gonna suck because it's on the PC, right?
Yeah, but it'll be fun.
I have an Xbox controller for the PC. Don't you?
I have an Xbox controller too. I just don't know if it's going to map because it's an old game.
I'm gonna stop.
You
recording.
know it's gonna suck, right? Yeah, but it'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. All right, so it sounds like we all have that. So let's play Jet Set Radio.
What do you mean? You checked on Steam for me too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
only
checked for you. No, you have it, John. I already checked for you.
Okay, cool. Because Steam.
I'm lying. I didn't
I
check.
haven't started Steam in like forever.
Yeah, I have to update it. I assume you have it,
Yeah.
but if you
I
don't, let us
download
know.
it. Or find a way to play it.
Or we're either gonna play that or we're gonna play the Banner Saga.
Yeah, no, that one's more expensive. I don't have it.
That one's more expensive.
Why is my computer so? Okay, Steam is updating.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna sign off.
All right.
I will
Bye.
get that track to you at some point in the near future, and let me know if you guys run into issues with that game. So,
Okay.
All right.
I'll sign off too. See you guys.
Bye.
all right, later.